tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
And good afternoon and welcome to Palm Field in St. Anthony Village, site of the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Final day of that tournament. The semifinals.
Number 18, Grant Tybal.
Grant Tybon, the starter for the Capitals. Chuck Bartholomew behind the plate. Ryan Abramson at third. Derek Jacobson at short. Dylan Welter at second. Tom Peterson at first. Dan Peterson in left. Chase Becker in center. Mark Grebner in right field for the Capitals. 19-4. First pitch swinging. Corey Ryder for the Highland Park Beavers delivers a solid hit to left to start this ball game. Due up next, Simon Hike playing in center field. So Ryder, the pitcher, delivers an opening hit. And now it's Simon Hike playing in center field for the Beavers. Coming into this semifinal, 16-13, 2 wins here in the state tournament. There's a one hit to third, on to second for one, on to first, not in time. Hike reaches. They're hacking early against
one away now, the shortstop,
Avon.
24, Max Salim.
Ryder retired 5-4. Hike reaches on the fielder's choice. Max Salim playing at shortstop for Highland Park. Salim played at Central, on to St. Thomas, 15 years with Highland Park. Battle of these St. Paul League teams. Capitals were the number 2 seed, Highland Park the number 3. Familiar foes. Gideon's lead over at first is Hike. Avon, the pitcher. Ball 1. Ball 2. One away, one on for Highland Park in this first semifinal. Earlier, Air Freight Unlimited beat Baseball 365 in a wild one, 12-6 long ball game. Then the Hall of Fame ceremony between games. And here we are getting started about 30 minutes late. Scheduled at 3. It is 3:35 now, and there's a strike. So ball 1, ball 2, and strike 1, strike 2. So we're at 2-2 with one away here. Steve Thompson along with Dave McLaughlin, our camera operator, our executive producer, Andy Price. Second weekend of state tournament action. Of course, the B and the C underway as well at Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Of course, the final day of the Class A. 3-2. Curveball up high and a walk. Highland Park has 2 runners aboard. Hike down to second. Salim on to first, and his brother Alex Salim will dig in. Alex playing at second base. Went to Central, on to North Dakota. He's in his 12th year. So Max and Alex batting 3 and 4 for this Highland Park lineup. Grant Tavon getting the start here today. Josh Kubicek pitched gems in his first 2 state tournament games. He'll get the day off. There's a strike. Just a beauty last Sunday. Going 13. And then going the distance. And that quarterfinal win yesterday. But Kubicek not available today. 1-1. I mean, I would assume he could relieve. Come out of the bullpen at some point, but I would think if the St. Paul Capitals go on to win it, he'd have to be considered an MVP because he has been outstanding. There's a strike, 2-2. Top of the first, just underway in the second semifinal. Once again, the winner gets Air Freight Unlimited in the title game scheduled at 6 tonight. Just outside now, 3-2. Highland Park won their opener of the Minneapolis Mudcats 5-2. And then they took down the host, St. Anthony Hogs, 14-5 on Saturday to get to the title game. Avon's pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout. 2 away, so 2 on. That'll bring up Max Nelson playing in right. Nelson from Lakeville South, and then UMD in his 6th year with the Beavers. Big swing and a miss. Dave gets ahead there with the strike, 0-1. Curveball missing up in the zone. Pretty good pitch. But Nelson lays off. St. Paul Capitals beat Lions Pub 1-0 in that 13-inning dandy to close it out last Sunday night. Kubicek was just lights out. There's one on the outside edge, 1-2. And then in a dandy last night, beat Stockman's Irish 3-2. Kubicek goes the route in that one. So 22 innings so far, 2 victories. There's a swing and a miss. So Tavo comes back, strikes him out. Gets a couple there. So no runs, 1 hit, 2 left after a half inning. Highland Park 0, St. Paul Capitals coming to bat here on Prep Spotlight. TV.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Welcome back to Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Not a cloud in the sky all day, and we've had a breeze blowing in. 315 down the lines, 365 to the power alleys in left and right. And let's set the Highland Park Beavers defensively. Starting pitcher Corey Ryder, Lakeville South. 8 years in the league. Behind the plate, Zach Strayton. The Holy Angels around the infield at third, Andy Devine. Max Salim at short, Alex Salim at second, Kyle Schnickels at first. Won't bat. Got a DH for him. Jake Fleming in left, Simon Hike in center, Matt Nelson in right for the Beavers. And now for the St. Paul Capitals, Dan Peterson will lead off, playing left field.
Left fielder number 24.
Chase Becker batting second, Rick Tossi, the DH, batting third. Here in the bottom of the first for the Capitals. Winner on to the title game tonight, scheduled at 6. Remember last Sunday night's game, scoreless into the 13th. And a little fly ball to right wins the ball game. There's one back to the screen quickly, 0-2 to Peterson. A lot of veterans on this Highland Park squad. Guys with double-digit experience, including the Salims. Sheehy, 15 years. There's one slap foul over toward the football stadium. Count 1-2. Here's a chopper towards short. Salim charges, throws on the run. Got him by a step. Good play. Peterson retired 6'3", and that'll bring up Becker, the center fielder.
Center fielder now number 6, Chase Becker.
Becker digs in for the Capitals. And the weather a lot like last Sunday. I did a couple of ball games. I did the late afternoon and the evening game seeing the Capitals. And the breeze was just like this. It's comfortable, dry, breeze blowing in. There's one fouled back, 1-1 now. Catcher is straightened. Capitals, black tops, royal blue tops for Highland Park. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. Ryder finds the zone. Called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Ryder. Now 2 away, nobody aboard. Bottom of the first, and the batter is going to be Rick Tozzi, the DH.
Designated hitter number 12.
Dig in from the left side.
Tozzi.
Against Corey Ryder, the Highland Park Beavers starter. First pitch swinging, hit in the air, into foul territory down the left field line near the bullpen. Nobody could get there. Devine from third, Salim from short, Fleming from left. Nobody could get to it. 0-1 the count. Between games, I bought a bottle of water and some brownies and haven't been able to dig in at all. Maybe after one complete, I'll dig in. The 0-1 down in the dirt. Tight between games. We had a long first game, won 12-6 by Air Freight Unlimited. They fell behind 5-1 at one point, rallied to win at 12-6. They took advantage of 12 walks by Baseball 365. You just can't overcome that. And they advance to the title game scheduled tonight at 6. 1-2 on the way, curveball missing. And Ryder spins around. He let that one get away. 2-2 now. And that breeze picks up again, blowing straight in from center. That slept well foul. Good news here at Palm Field is there'd be no vehicle damage because all the parking is straight away center field over the fence near the school or well behind us. And that one down the first base line, stabbed there by Schnippels. He'll go to the bag and get it. So Tozzi retired 3 unassisted, and the St. Paul Capitals go 3 up, 3 down after 1. We are scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Here we go to inning number 2 for Highland Park. 6, 7, and 8. Devine, Straighten, and Sheehy. Again, St. Paul Capitals pitcher Grant Tavo.
Third baseman number 17, Andy Devine.
Here's Devine, Roseville, Century College. Through the hole into right field for a hit. Nice attempt by Welter to get to it, couldn't.
The catcher now.
Second hit of the game for the Beavers.
Zach
Straighton, the catcher, is going to dig in. Straighton from Holy Angels. Played at St. John's up in Collegeville in his 8th year. First pitch swinging, hit in the air, and it's caught by the left fielder, Peterson. Didn't get all of it. Peterson was able to come on and make the catch. One away, runner stays at first. That'll bring up Sheehy, the DH.
Number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Sheehy played his high school ball at Holy Angels and then went to UMD. 15 years playing amateur ball. One of the veterans. Sheehy and Matt Salim been around 15 years. So that's strike one. That one low and away. Ball one. 1-1. One away and a runner at first. Right back up the middle, stab by Welter to second for one, on to first. Good dig there, double play. 4-6-3. A Webb gem. Started by Welter, and on the other end, a good dig by Peterson. After 1.5, we're still scoreless. They're on PrepSpotlight.tv. Take a look at the highlights from Saturday's action and how these teams made it to Sunday here at the State Class A tournament.
Set 2-2. And a ground ball back up the middle. That's going to bleed into center field and should score 2. One run is in, and coming in from second is Kohler. And it's 4-0 Freight. That's the deal for 2-2. And that's line to left center field. That is going to break the tie of 0-0. Our first runs of the game as Fenstead scores. And coming all the way around from first is Kieram. And the throw not in time. It'll be a double once Brewer delivers home. And the payoff, and that's in the gap to left center field. And that is going to split the outfielders. And going to score all the way from first is going to be Hike, or at least it's going to be a play at the plate. And he's going to be safe in plenty of time. And going to third will be Salim. And the winner of this game will get Highland Park at 3. And there's a chopper back towards second. Picked up by the second baseman Welter to second for one, and a double play.
Ryan Abrahamson.
We go to the bottom of the second, 4, 5, and 6 up for the St. Paul Capitals. Ryan Abrahamson, Tom Peterson, Mark Grebner. No score. Capitals looking for their first hit. Corey Ryder delivers, down low, ball 1. Just outside, ball 2, 2-0. Fouled on a play, 1-2. Got in his hands and he fouled it off. Just going to go back to that game Sunday night that the Capitals won in 13. A week ago.
first baseman.
There's a
Number
walk.
27, Tom Peterson.
Oh, now it's Tom Peterson playing at first. Leadoff walk. First base runner for the St. Paul Capitals comes here in the bottom of inning number 2. There's ball 1 to Peterson, left-handed batter. Against the right-hander rider. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And 2-1. That one towards short. Salim up with it. Relay to second, on to first. Double play, 6-4-3. Max Salim to Alex Salim, on to Kyle Schnickels. Just like that, 2 out, nobody on.
Right fielder now, number 7, Hart Grobner.
Mark Grobner digs in, the right fielder. High and wide. Three in a row miss for Ryder. Grobner gets a 4-pitch walk. Second walk of the inning. Second of the game, and now that's going to bring up Dylan Welter. Playing at second base. He started that terrific 4-6-3 double play to end the top of the second inning. Just a great stop. Relay to short, on to first. Good dig over at first. Outstanding play by Welter. He's ball 1. That one chopped to the pitcher. Ryder's got it. Little toss over to first. Welter retired 1-3, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base, 2 complete. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Reminder to all Town Ball fans that the Minnesota Twins
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
And we move to the third inning on this breezy Sunday afternoon in St. Anthony Village. Here in the heart of the Twin Cities area. Number 9 hitter Jake Fleming playing in left field for Highland Park. Digs in. And strike 1. Outside then inside for strikes, 0-2. They've all quickly ahead. Starting pitcher for the Capitals. Josh Kubicek lights out in the first 2 games for the Capitals, getting him here to the semifinals. One last Sunday, a gem yesterday. Here's one chopped toward third. Abrahamson up, bobbles, throws, still got him. 5-3 the put out, one away. Top of the order, Corey Ryder, the pitcher.
Top of the order for Highland.
Ryder had a single in the first.
66, Corey Ryder.
Ryder didn't waste a lot of time early in this one. He was hacking. There's one outside and low. Ball 1. Fouled right over the top of us. Out of play. 1-1. First weekend of the Class B and Class C tournaments. Games being hosted in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. There's one outside, 2-1. They had weather problems on Friday night as thunderstorms moved through. But the weather was good on Saturday, and the weather really good again today. And those games in Hamburg and Waconia were moved to tonight. So they'll get it made up. No weather problems. Keep our fingers crossed next weekend. There's a strike 3-2 now. No weather problems here for the Class A. Spectacular opening weekend last weekend, and then of course great yesterday and great again today. This one hit to third. Abrahamson up again. He'll go across the diamond and get him. Second 5-3 put out. 2 away, nobody aboard. Simon Hike, the center fielder, will dig in. He reached on a fielder's
Center
choice
fielder,
in the first.
Number 20, Simon Hike.
Fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. 2 away, nobody aboard. Top of the third. A lot of walks in the first game today. There's a curveball, strike 2. As I mentioned, baseball 365 pitching. Gave up 12 walks in the game. There's one low and away, 1-2. Wasted one on 0-2. Now it's 1-2. There's one to third, knocked down by Abrahamson across the diamond. 5-3. Ties a record. 3 assists in an inning. Island Park goes 1-2-3. And after 2.5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
off for the Capitals. The catcher.
Here we go to the bottom of the third for the St. Paul Capitals. 8-9-1. Chuck Bartholomew, Derek Jacobson, and then Dan Peterson. Bartholomew, the catcher. Corey Ryder, the pitcher. Zach Straighton behind the plate for Highland Park in this battle of St. Paul. Way up high, ball one. There's a strike, 1-1. Trying to plan my menu between this game and the title game tonight. There's burgers, there's brats, there's hot dogs. Maybe one of each. Sure smells good on the grill off to our right. Behind that first base dugout where the St. Paul Capitals are. Now 1-2 to Bartholomew. Called strike 3. He knew it. Second strikeout of the game for Ryder. Second looking. And with one away and nobody aboard, number 9 hitter Derek Jacobson playing at shortstop.
Derek Jacobson.
For the Capitals. Strike 1 from Ryder. And strike 2. There's one down in the dirt. A lot of guys played at Holy Angels on this team. Curveball missing up, 2-2. Ryder, however, from Lakeville South. Catcher straight, though, one of those from Holy Angels. 3-2. One away, nobody aboard here in the bottom of the third inning. St. Paul Capitals, home team. Highland Park Beavers, the visitor. There's a walk. One out walk. Third of the game given up by Ryder, and that'll bring up Chase Becker, the center fielder. He struck out back in the first. Or excuse me, it'll bring up Peterson. Jacobson gets the walk, the number 9 hitter. That's the third walk. Once again, that'll bring up Peterson. Peterson grounded out back in the first. So 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. This one hit in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming going back, makes the catch near the track. They relay it in. So Peterson hit it well, but in the ballpark.
With 2 away.
Now with 2 out and a runner at first, that'll be Chase Becker, the center fielder. Becker struck out in the first inning. Capitals looking for their first hit. Other base runners via the walk. There's a strike curveball. There's another curveball dropping in there. High Ryder 0-2. Runner goes, swing and a miss, doesn't matter. Becker strikes out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We have played 3. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
On Class A t-shirts and koozies while they last.
State amateur tournaments are now in full swing. The Class B and C tournaments will be played out over the next 3 weeks. First play wraps up tonight and then continues the next 2 weekends in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. Get out and support your community. Or if you just love the game of baseball and want to watch win or go home games at great venues, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, prepspotlight.tv/townball has packages that will make watching all the games at all the venues very affordable. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on prepspotlight.tv/townball. Steve Thompson, Dave McLaughlin, our camera operator, Andy Price, our executive producer, and we're moving right along to the 4th inning we go in a scoreless duel.
For the Highland Park Beavers.
And for Highland Park, 3, 4, and 5. Max Salim, Alex Salim, and Max Nelson. They have a couple of hits. They've stranded 2 runners through 3. Evo's pitch. Strike 1. Blowing away, ball 1. Another one low and in the dirt. It's a good pick by Bartholomew. 2-1, nobody on. Leadoff batter doesn't matter, but still a nice pick. 2-1 pitch. Slap foul. Over toward that Capitals dugout. Just such a great spot for this Class A state tournament. Right here in the heart of the metro. A real advantage travel-wise. You know, whether the teams come from the East Metro or the West Metro. Just a great spot. St. Anthony Hogs, and really been a great host. This is my 2nd year here and been terrific. Here's a fly ball into right center field, carrying deep toward the gap. Over the center fielder, Becker makes the catch. Had a long run, but he flagged it down. And Max Salim is retired. He had a walk, now a fly to the gap in right center field. That'll bring up his brother Alex Salim. He struck out in the 1st. Salim playing at second base. Salim's both played at Central. Max to St. Thomas, Alex to North Dakota. Looks at strike 1, then ball 1. 1-1, 1 away, nobody aboard. Top of the 4th inning. There's a strike 1 and 2. On a day you just kind of want to bottle up and dig out in January or February. 2-2. Stuck his bat out into shallow right. Out goes Welter and makes the play. Welter saw it all the way and retreats. Quickly 2 away, and that'll bring up Max Nelson, the right fielder. He struck out to end the 1st inning.
Right fielder number 18, Matt Nelson.
Nelson, once again, Lakeville South UMD. This one fouled back, now 1-1. This one hit high in the air into shallow right. Welter retreats, edge of the grass, makes the play. Well, 3 up, 3 down for Highland Park here in the 4th. We played 3.5, and we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for town ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
It is the bottom of the fourth inning for the Capitals. 3, 4, and 5. Tassi, Abrahamson, and Peterson have had 3 base runners via the walk. First pitch swinging into the gap in left center field. Hike after it, fighting the wind. Finally tracks it down. Tassi retired on a pitch. He's 0 for 2 now. Going to bring up Ryan Abrahamson. He walked. In inning number 2. No hits, 3 walks for the Capitals so far through 3 1/3. Abrahamson playing at third base. In the third, he had 3 consecutive assists. Here's one into center field for a hit. I grabbed it out of bounds, but Abrahamson, the first hit of the game for the Capitals, comes with 1 out here in the fourth. That's going to bring up Tom Peterson. Well, against Corey Ryder,
with 1 away.
They've seen 2 pitches, and they've got an out and a hit. Peterson hit into that 6-4-3 double play. Started by Max Salim for Highland Park. Curveball strike. That's a beauty. Looks like it's going to sail wide and just late break over the plate. 0-1. This one inside low. Actually had the plate, but low. 1-1. Here's a curveball to first through the legs of the first baseman, Schnickels. Runner around second, headed for third. Right through the wickets. And now the Capitals have runners at the corners and 1 out here in the fourth. Hard hit ball, but right through the legs over at first base. And now a pinch runner coming in. Into pinch run for the Capitals.
Number 5, Jesse
Retzlaff will pinch run with 1 out. First error on the board. And now it's Mark Grobner, the right fielder for the Capitals. And a chance to give his team the lead here in the fourth against Corey Ryder. Tough luck there. The 1-0. Now a strike. 1-1. Tassi a fly ball to center. Abrahamson the first hit for the Capitals. And then the error down at first. 1-1. Curveball. Just got a piece of it. Now 1-2. 3 strikeouts in the game for Ryder so far, so could use one here. And it's been pitcher's duel for the St. Paul Capitals so far in the tournament, tight games. The opener 1-0-13. Josh Kubicek, the gem, goes all 13 and goes a complete game on Saturday night, beating Stockman's Irish 3-2. Kubicek on the bench here. 2-2. Hit in the air, foul, count right along. They haven't scored a lot here in the state tournament, but they've scored enough. And so far, they're 2-0 here in the semifinals. Air Freight Unlimited doubled up Hayes Paul 365, 12-6 in our first game of the day. Curveball, strike three, big strike out there. Fourth of the game for Ryder, and now two away. Runner still at the corners. And the batter's going to be Dylan Welter playing at second base.
Second baseman now number 10, Dylan Welter.
He's 0 for 1, a comebacker in the second. He was retired 1-3. Just outside, ball one. Bartholomew waiting on deck. The catcher still has the shin pads on. High and tight, look out. 2-0. Now 3-0. There's the automatic 3-1. Taking all the way was Welter. Now it's 3-1. Now full. Those will be moving. Highland Park, St. Paul Capitals. 3-2, foul. Wow. Bartholomew waiting in the on-deck circle. That didn't miss him by much. And that rings one of the posts. You could probably hear that holding up the screen. 3-2, down in the dirt. They're loaded. Another walk. Abrahamson at third. Pinch runner Retzloff at second. Bartholomew, or I should say Welter to first. Bartholomew's going to dig in. Fourth walk. Well, here's Bartholomew, struck out in the third. Right back at it here in the fourth, 0 for 1. The 0-1. Foul toward the bullpen down the left field line. And now 0-2. They had to peel off the shin guards and swing the bat here in the fourth. This one chopped to third on a hop. They get the runner going by. No! Andy Devine can't believe it. They say the runner went out of the baseline. Devine's not happy. Run scores. Abrahamson in. Makes it 1-0. They're still loaded. There's still two out. That's going to bring up Jacobson. Jacobson reached on a walk. So now Bartholomew down to first on the fielder's choice. And now the umpires are going to talk it over. Because Devine, when he went to sweep the lead runner there, Jesse Retzloff, the pinch runner, the argument is that there's no way he could have avoided the tag and stayed in the baseline. And now the home plate umpire and the umpire out on the base path are talking it over, and they're going to say he's safe. Andy Devine not happy over there at third base. Now, I'm not sure if he's arguing he tagged him or that the runner went out of the baseline. Nevertheless, a run in. They're still loaded with two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Ryder, pitch. This one high in the air on the infield. Coming on, Alex Salim sticks with it, makes the catch. And the side is retired. But the Capitals do get a run. And after 3.5, And they grab a 1-0 lead, or after 4 complete, they grab a 1-0 lead here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We move to inning number 5 here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Site of this year's Class A state tournament. Been a lot of fun to be a part of it. Folks have been really nice. 36th annual. We're putting a wrap on it tonight with the title game scheduled at 6. This one got started a little late. I'll call it 3:33 was first pitch. First game went long. Air Freight Unlimited takes down baseball 365, 12-6. And now Air Freight Unlimited will get a breather and get ready to play that title game scheduled at 6 o'clock, and you'll see it right here. On to the 5th now for the Highland Park Beavers. Devine, Straighton, and Sheehy. 6, 7, and 8. And that Beavers order against Grant Tavold. Strike 1. Devine had a hit in inning number 2. He's 0 for 1 to lead it off. And then he was erased in a slick 4-6-3 double play started by Dylan Welter for the Capitals. Welter to Jacobson to Peterson, and he made a good dig over at first base to complete that double play to close out inning number 2. Devine, chopper over the mound. Welter grabs, throws off balance, and got him. Another good play by Welter. Going away from first base, that's outstanding.
Catcher now, number 6.
One away. The batter's going to be Zach Straighton, the catcher. Straighton to Holy Angels, St. John's. Looks at ball 1 outside. My youngest brother's a Johnny. My oldest daughter a Benny. But I have a number of family members who are Tommies, so we got them covered. There's a little flare into right, tough chance, but coming on the right fielder, Grobner makes the catch, 2 away, nobody aboard. Grobner got a really good jump on it, playing in shallow. And now it's going to bring up the DH Sheehy. Straight now 0 for 2. Sheehy, of course, I mentioned a moment ago, hit into that 4-6-3 double play to end inning number 2. Also have an Ole in the family. Some Gophers, of course. Arizona Wildcat. My youngest daughter. On my wife's side of the family, I think about it, a lot of South Dakota connections. Augustana Viking, Sioux Falls Cougars, USD Coyotes. Quickly 3-0 to Sheehy. 2 away, nobody aboard. There's a strike, 3-1 now. Sheehy trying to get something for the Highland Park Beavers. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error. For the Capitals, 1 run on a hit and no errors. We're here in the top of the 5th. There's one hit in the air to right field. Grobner sees it all the way. Parks under it, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for Highland Park here in the 5th. And after 4.5, St. Paul Capitals still lead at 1-0 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
The Town Ball Tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
The winner of this semifinal matchup is scheduled to play Air Freight Unlimited at 6 o'clock or sometime after. Find out who will be our next 2021 Class A State Amateur Champion.
We're getting set up for the bottom of the 6th inning, or I should say the bottom of the 5th inning here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Site of this year's Class A State Tournament. Been a sunny, breezy day. Temps in the 70s all afternoon. Corey Ryder, the Highland Park starter, will take on the top of the Capitals order. Peterson, Becker, and Tossi. Peterson playing in left field, 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out. Grounder to short in the first, fly ball to left. Offered bunt, takes ball 1. 4 strikeouts for Ryder. Bugaboo, the walks. Five in the game. 1-1 now, 2-1. I mentioned earlier, baseball 365. 3 pitchers combined for 12 walks in that loss. Here's one that's going to get out of play. Going to get up into that wind and sail out of play on the left side of the diamond. 2-2 now the count to the leadoff man, Dan Peterson. This one slap foul. Gets a little iron holding up the screen. 4th time we've rung the bell here today. There's a curveball missing, now 3-2. Ryder wants a new ball, just lost the grip on that one. I like that strategy. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strikeout. 5th strikeout of the game for Ryder. So 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. I think it's the leadoff man here.
Center fielder now, number 6, Chase Becker.
Now it's Chase Becker, the center fielder. He struck out twice today, in the 1st and in the 3rd. Ryder winds and delivers. Upstairs, ball 1. Another one up high. Two-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Flag in center field's now got all tangled up. Now a strike there, 2-2. Based on the trees in left field, they're blowing straight out of the south. Curveball hit in the air to right field. Nelson has it and puts it away. 2-1. Going to bring up Rick Tossi to DH.
With 2 away, the designated.
The Capitals went down 1-2-3 in the first. They get their run in the fourth. They've only been retired 1-2-3, just one so far. Swing and a miss there. Tossi, a ground ball to first in the first, and a fly ball to center in the fourth. Here's one up the middle into center field for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Capitals. And with 1 on and 2 out here in the fifth, it'll bring up Ryan Abrahamson. He singled and scored a run, the only run in the ball game in the fourth. He also walked at inning number 2. The first walk given up by Ryder. Checking the runner and the curveball. Right back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Line drive right back at Ryder. And now just like that, 2 solid singles right up the box. And now 2 on, 2 out. Tom Peterson playing at first base. He grounded into that double play to end, or I should say, for the first 2 outs of inning number 2. Then reached on an error in the fourth. Left-hander digs in. St. Paul Capitals making some noise. That to the screen. Strike 1. Here's one towards second. Alex Salim up with a throw to first in time. So the 2 hits don't hurt. After 5, it is still the St. Paul Capitals 1, the Highland Park Beavers nothing. Here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Highland Park, left fielder number 00, Jake Fleming.
It is the top of the 6th inning, and for Highland Park, number 9, Jake Fleming, then Corey Ryder and Simon Hike. 9-1-2 for the Beavers here in the 6th. Grant Tyval, the Capitals pitcher, delivers ball 1. That one slapped foul, 1-1. Beavers have just stranded 2 through 5+. They had a couple of base runners in the first, 1 in the second, and since then, Tyval and the Capitals have been on a roll. There's a called strike 3 for Fleming. That is the third strikeout of the game for the Capitals starter.
The pitcher, number 66, Corey Ryder.
And by my count, 12 in a row retired by the Capitals. Now to bring up Corey Ryder, the pitcher for the Beavers. It's at ball one. Ryder had a single in the first and then grounded out in the third. Now 2-0. Gave up a hit to Andy Devine to lead off the second. Had a fly ball to left and a 4-6-3 double play started by Welter, which was a beauty. And then since then, Highland Park's gone down 1-2-3 in the third, fourth, and fifth. There's one away and nobody aboard here in the sixth. 3-1, now a strike, 3-1. This one to hit high and foul, now full, 3-2 to Ryder. Simon Hike waiting on deck. This one smashed into left center field down for a hit. Grabbed on a bounce by Becker. Ryder, a solid hit, his second of the game. Third for Highland Park, and that'll bring up Simon Hike. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first, grounded out to third in the third. And remember, that one was Ryan Abrahamson with 3 consecutive assists in the third inning. 5-3, 5-3, 5-3. First pitch inside, ball one. Hike. Minnehaha Academy headed for BYU. That one slapped down the right field line, but just foul. Over first base, foul by a couple of feet. They wanted that one. Doubt it would have tied the game, but you never know. And now there's activity in that St. Paul Capitals bullpen down the right field line. And the one thing we've had is a consistent breeze here today. And through the hole into right field for a hit. Ryder stops at second for a moment, heads for third. He'll get in there, and then scrambling back to first and diving in is Hike. So back-to-back hits. Ryder all the way to third. Hike at first. And still one out. And now Max Salim will dig in. And it got gusty again. Time ball gets a strike there. St. Paul Capitals 1-0 lead, but Highland Park threatening here. Pitch towards second, grabbed by Welter, relay to second for one, on to first, double play. Oh, runner safe at second. They just get the runner at first. So Salim retired 6-3. He'll get the RBI, however. Hike into second safe. Ryder scores. We're tied at 1. And now a 2 away. It'll be Alex Salim. He's 0 for 2. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, they parlay the 2 hits and a ground ball into a run to tie it up. Here's towards short. Jacobson grabs. Long throw across the diamond in the dirt by the first baseman. Runner around third. He'll score. Highland Park grabs a 2-1 lead. Pike roars around.
Right fielder now, number 18, Matt Nelson.
And now it's Matt Nelson. Nelson 0 for 2, struck out in the first. Popped out on the infield. Fouls it out of play there. Both teams now have an error in the game. For Highland Park, 2-4-1. The St. Paul Capitals 1-3-1. Here we are in the top of the 6th inning. This one hit high in the air into right center field. Coming on, the right fielder Grobner makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. But Highland Park, 2 runs, 2 hits. An error, and they leave one. And after 5.5, they lead it 2-1 here on Prep Spotlight.tv. And let's take another look at those highlights from Saturday's action here at the Class A state tournament.
Sets here 2-2. And a ground ball back up the middle. That's going to bleed into center field and should score 2. 1 run is in, and coming in from second is Kohler. And it's 4-0 Freight. Sets the deal for 2-2. And that's lined to left center field. That is going to break the tie of 0-0. Our first runs of the game as Fenstead scores. And coming all the way around from first is Kiram. And the throw not in time. It'll be a double once Boer delivers home. And the payoff, and that's in the gap to left center field. And that is going to split the outfielders, and going to score all the way from first is going to be Hike, or at least it's going to be a play at the plate, and he's going to be safe in plenty of time. And going to third will be Salim. And the winner of this game will get Highland Park at 3. And there's a chopper back towards second. Picked up by the second baseman Welter to second for 1 and a double play.
Jordan Black down at first base. Kyle Schnickels to the bench. And for the St. Paul Capitals in the bottom of the 6th, now trailing 2-1. Grobner, Welter, Bartholomew. First pitch swinging in the air to the outfield. And the right fielder, Matt Nelson, grabs it. Grobner retired, 1 out. Grobner walked in the second, struck out in the 4th, now a fly to right. He's 0 for 2 with that walk, and now it's Dylan Welter at second base. Welter grounded out to the pitcher in the second, walked in the 4th. Looks at ball 1 from Corey Ryder, the Highland Park Beavers starter. In his 6th inning work, high and tight, 2-0. 5 strikeouts and 5 walks in the ball game. But more importantly, the 2-1 lead. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Maybe the biggest wind gust we've seen came in the last half inning. Here's one fouled back, now 2-2. Riders 2-2. Swing and a miss, strikeout. His 6th of the game. Now quickly 2 away for the St. Paul Capitals here in the home half of the 6th inning, and that'll be the catcher, Charlie Bartholomew. Listed as Chuck, but you hear from the grandstand, Charlie. That one catches the umpire. Catcher straight just missed that one, I think, and it dings the umpire. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. Riders pitch at the letters. 2-2 now. Capitals went down 1-2-3 in the first. They have not been retired in order since. 2-1. Slapped in the air to left. That'll drop for a hit. Plumbing over to cut it off near the line. That'll hold Bartholomew to a long single. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, shortstop Derek Jacobson. Got a walk in the third. Popped out to second. His counterpart, or I should say, popped out on the infield. Not his counterpart. He plays it short. Popped out to second in the fourth. Runner goes, throw down to second. Drop the ball. Throw beat him to the bag, and then he's called out. After he comes off the base, staggers around. He doesn't like the call. So Jacobson at the plate, Bartholomew ultimately thrown out. So Ryder faces the minimum here in the sixth, and after 6 complete, it is still 2-1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Now on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
On to the 7th we go. Highland Park leading the St. Paul Capitals 2-1.
Third baseman number 17, Andy.
I don't have 6, 7, and 8. Andy Devine playing at second base. And Zach Straighton. The DH Pat Sheehy. Devine 1 for 2. A single coming in the second inning. Here's a chopper outside of first. Strike 1. Grant Tavol, St. Paul Capitals starter. They have been getting dynamite pitching here in this state tournament. Josh Kubicek, the first 2 games, including that Gems Sunday night, going 13 innings. Then the complete game last night. Tavol's done a good job. There's one to the screen, 1 and 2. 2 runs, couple of hits. An error last inning gave the Beavers a lead. There's one down low, 2-2. There's a strikeout. Just blew it by him. First strikeout of the game for the St. Paul Capitals starter, and that's going to bring up Zach Straighton, the catcher. He's 0 for 2, a couple of fly ball outs in the game. One to left, one to right. Outside, ball 1. Game started about 30 minutes late, scheduled for 3 o'clock. Championship game scheduled around 6 o'clock tonight. They got to get to field ready. We'll see how that goes. 2-0. Hit in the air but foul. On play to the right. Over toward the grill. Grill behind that first base dugout. There's a swing and a miss. Good fastball, 2-2. One away, nobody aboard here. Top of the 7th inning already. We've been sailing along. Highland Park with the lead. Now 3-2.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking the Meeker County Fair. It's in Litchfield, the Meeker County Fair.
3-2. Chopped foul outside of third. No activity in either bullpen. Bartholomew behind the plate. Abrahamson at third. Jacobson at short. Welter at second. Peterson at first. That's Tom. Dan Peterson in left. Chase Becker in center. Matt Grobner in right. For the Capitals, wearing black. There's a little chopper foul. Drayton gets a 1-out walk. Sans batting gloves. You don't see that very much.
Designated hitter now, number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Pat Sheehy, the DH, grounded into an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3 in the second. Fly ball to right in the 5th. Strike 1, outside edge. Both teams have an error. Both teams have 4 hits. Highland Park has a run advantage, 2-1. There's another strike on the outside corner. 0-2. He slaps it toward first. Peterson grabs, goes to second for one, on to first. Got the double play! 3-6-1 on the double play. And it's stretch time here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Highland Park still leading the St. Paul Capitals 2-1 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We'll keep it here. Home half of the 7th inning coming up. St. Paul Capitals down 2-1. Corey Ryder on the mound. 9-1 and 2 for the Capitals. Jacobson, Dan Peterson, Chase Becker. Jacobson, a walk and a pop out on the infield in this ball game. Looks at strike one. Ryder 6 strikeouts, 5 walks here in the game. There's a curveball, strike 2. This one hit in the gap into center field. That's down for a hit, headed toward defense. Jacobson headed into second, throw not in time. He's got a leadoff double. Jacobson's first hit. 5th of the ball game for the St. Paul Capitals. That's going to bring up the leadoff man, Dan Peterson, playing in left. He's 0 for 3.
Dan Peterson.
Well, a good way to start for the St. Paul Capitals here in the home half of the 7th. Leadoff double by the number 9 man. Ryder's pitch way up high. Peterson showed bunt. 1-0. Shows bunt again, takes a strike, 1-1. First extra base hit for the Capitals. And there's strike 2 now, 1-2. Corey Ryder, the Highland Park Beavers starter. Outside of the walk's been pretty good. 1-2. This one hit in the air to right center. That caught by Simon Hike. What a catch, and they'll double off the runner. Now they say the runner tagged and made it into third base. What a catch by Hike. Diving grab in the gap in right center field to Rob Peterson. Wow. On the plate, Jacobson tags, goes to third. That'll bring up Chase Becker. A couple of strikeouts, he's 0 for 3. Strikeout in the first looking, strikeout in the third swinging. Fly ball to right in the 5th. What a catch by Simon Hike for Highland Park. Woo. There's strike 1. To the center fielder Becker. His hat came off. He hung on to it. But a nice tag by Jacobson. Here's one chopped to third. Tried to backhand it by Devine. And we're tied at 2. Throw into second. Runner safe. That one gobbled up Devine, got by him. Jacobson scores, we're tied at 2. E5, and then advances to second. That'll bring up Rick Tossi, the DH. 2-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Tossi has a hit in 3 trips. Curveball, slap foul. Abrahamson waiting on deck, 2 hits. This one toward third, down the line, fair ball. Around third, headed home. Becker, throw wild to the backstop. And the St. Paul Capitals have the lead. Tossi right down the left field line. Becker scores no problem. And now it's 3-2. Capitals. No chance for Devine to get that one at third base. Now it's going to bring up Ryan Abrahamson. 2 hits, a walk, a run scored, pitch by Ryder. Drops in. Now for the Capitals, 3-6-1. 2-4-2 for Highland Park. There's another good curveball, 0-2. Good pitch. 1 away, runner at second. Another curveball. This hit straight up in the air on the infield. Max Salim has it. 2 away. That'll bring up Tom Peterson.
First baseman, number 27, Tom Peterson.
Hit into a double play in the second, 6-4-3. Reached on an error in the fourth. Grounded out to second in the fifth. Peterson. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, 0-2. This one into foul territory. Devine over, makes a running catch. Bumps into the fence. Made a nice play there. But St. Paul Capitals get a couple of runs here in the bottom of the seventh and grab a 3-2 lead here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
New pitcher in the game for the St. Paul Capitals as we move to the top of the eighth inning. Patrick Stray out there taking his warm-up tosses to Charlie Bartholomew, the catcher.
On the mound now for the St. Paul Capitals, number 14,
And now,
Patrick Stray.
And now for Highland Park here in the top of the eighth. 9-1-2. Fleming, Ryder, and Hike.
Jake Fleming.
Fleming 0 for 2. It's the first one in the air to left. Dan Peterson over, makes the catch. Didn't have to move much. Quickly one away. So Stray, the right-hander, quickly gets it out. Now to the top of the order, and pitcher Corey Ryder.
For the Beavers.
Ryder 2 for 3 and a run scored. Singles in the first and the sixth. Highland Park's run coming in the sixth, where they played at 2. The St. Paul Capitals lead at 3-2. They beat Stockman's Irish 3-2 last night to advance to the semifinals today. And of course, they won their opener last weekend on Sunday night to close it out 1-0-13. Stray's pitch up in the zone, rings the bell again. Hits that metal support post, holding up the screen. And now it's 0-2. That's number 5 on the day. slap foul back to the screen. Still 0-2. Estrella's come in and thrown strikes. Grant Tyval did a good job for the Capitals starting here tonight. Leaves with the lead after 7 innings of work. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error behind him. Highland Park, couple of errors, one certainly costly. Pitch to Ryder, inside. Did it graze him? Umpire said no. Ryder saying it hit me. Umpire said uh-uh. Look at that, he's showing him the mark. But umpire not buying any of it. The 1-2. This one right back up in. He gets a hit, looks back at the umpire. Right back through the box. His 3rd hit of the game. Now it's Simon Hike. He has a hit and a run scored. Reaching on a fielder's choice in the first. Grounded to third in the 3rd. And then his single and run scored came in the 6th, of course. Here's Simon Hike. Center fielder. Made a spectacular diving catch in right center field in the half inning before. Three-2 Capitals with the lead. Here in the top of the 8th. Low and inside, ball 1. The Ryder thought he got hit by a pitch and then got on base, just singled. Lob throw over to first. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Not in time. Walter thought maybe he got the tag down, but Ryder gets in. And now Highland Park tying run at second here in the top of the 8th. And 1 out. Hike still at the plate. And the count 2-0. Straight delivers. Up high, 3-0. So Highland Park building a threat here in the 8th. They're down by a run. 3-0, fouled off. Got a good hack, but fouled it out of play. Now 3-1. Wind picks up a little bit again. Stray's pitch, fouled off. Count now full. 3-2 to Simon Hike. Air Freight Unlimited waiting the winner in the title game tonight. Here's one inside, ball 4. Almost hit Hike. He let it go.
Shortstop now, number 24.
Now Max Salim's going to dig in. Salim had a walk in the first. RBI ground out in the 6th. Runners at first and second. 1 out, top of the 8th. Stray's pitch. A little high. That was the 3rd walk given up by St. Paul Capitals pitching. One outside, 2-0. So Stray got that quick out of Fleming and gave up the hit. Now the walk. Now digging a bit of a hole. 2-0. Inside, almost hit him, 3-0. Max Salim just gets out of the way and Didn't want to get hit. That would have loaded him up. 3-0 on the way. Way outside. Back-to-back walks. And now they're jammed. Ryder to third. Hike to second. Salim at first. And now Alex Salim will dig in. We're going to get a conference on the mound. Can sort it out. Highland Park.
This is where your this is your invitation.
So it is Dylan Welter on to pitch. He moves in from second base. And then going out to second is Chase Becker. And now we got to figure out who's going to be in center field. And of course, at this moment in time, I don't have my binoculars handy to sort out the changes for the Capitals. But it is Welter on taking his warm-up pitches. Bartholomew behind the plate. Alex Salim will be at the plate with the bases loaded.
Number 10, Dylan Welter. And for the Beavers, second baseman number 34, Alex Salim.
Here's Alex Salim. Here's Welter's first pitch. Fastball outside, ball one. They are loaded, 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning. St. Paul Capitals leading 3-2 at the moment. But Highland Park a big threat here. This one towards short. Bad hop. 1 run scores to tie it. Another run held up at third. Big throw from center field. Dan Peterson moved into center field. And now we're tied at 3. So terrible hop by Jacobson. Well, Salim on at first. Max Salim at second. Hike to third. Ryder scores to tie it at 3. There's one slap to right center field by Matt Nelson. 1 run in. Another run headed to the plate. Highland Park leads at 5-3. Two RBI single by Matt Nelson. They have 3 across, and the A's still 1 out, and runners at the corners.
Number 17 now, Andy Devine.
So the Highland Park Beavers put up a crooked number. And now Welter ready to deliver. Andy Devine, third base. Devine 1 for 3 is hit coming in inning number 2. Stray, who was pitching a moment ago, is now in left. Peterson in center field. Welter's pitch. Go down to third. That bounces around, gets free. Runner to the plate. He'll score 6-3. So the St. Paul Capitals throwing it around a little bit. And Alex Salim scores the 4th run of the inning. Matt Nelson at second, still just 1 out. And the score is now 6-2 Beavers. And Devine still at the plate, looking at a 1-2 count. Pitch, curveball towards second. Runner moves up to third. Becker on the put out there. Devine retired 4-3. But now 2 away and a runner at third, and that's going to bring up Zach Straighton, the catcher. Straighton 0 for 2 with a walk. That walk in the 7th. 6-3 ball game, top of the 8th. Welter's pitch, swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Good pitch there by Welter. Third pitcher to work for the St. Paul Capitals. Another curveball. That one missing. 1-2. Foul to the screen, 1-2. St. Paul Capitals had the lead 3-2, but Highland Park puts up 4. That hit him in the shoulder. Ninth man to bat, Pat Sheehy, the DH coming up. Matt Nelson, the big 2 RBI single.
Designated hitter now, number 12, Pat Sheehy.
Error in the inning. Both teams now with 2 errors. So here's Sheehy. Hit into 2 double plays. He's 0 for 3. 2 outs in the inning. But he won't be able to turn that trick for the 3rd time here. Looks at ball 1. This one chopper toward third. Abrahamson across the diamond. Throws him out. But damage done. Highland Park hits 4 in the inning. And grab a 6-3 lead going to the bottom of the 8th. Here in PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont! State champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Work to do for the St. Paul Capitals. Well, up 6-7 and 8. Mark Grobner, Dylan Welter, and Charlie Bartholomew against Corey Ryder, the starting pitcher for the Highland Park Beavers. Ryder winds and delivers. Up high, ball 1. Grobner walked in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, flied to right in the 6th. There's a strike, inside corner. Grobner doesn't particularly appreciate that call. Straighten behind the plate. Devine at third, Max Salim at second, Alex Salim, or I should say Max Salim at short. Can he get to it? Knocks it down, but barely got to it. Max Salim at short, Alex Salim at second, and Jordan Black at first. It'll go as an infield hit.
Into the box, number 10, Dylan Welter.
So Grosvenor gets a hit. Hits even now at 7 apiece. And now Dylan Welter, who started at second, now pitching, looks at strike one. Welter in relief, third to work for the St. Paul Capitals. 0-1, curveball, strike two, beauty. Right at the shoulder and breaks over. 0-2. Throw over to first, runner back easy. That's Grosvenor. Catcher Bartholomew waiting on deck. Another curveball hit towards short. Max Salim to second for one, on to first. Can't dig it out. Black can't dig it out with the backhand. So 6-4 in the lead runner. Fielder's choice for Welter.
Catcher now number 33, Chuck Bartholomew.
And here's Bartholomew, the catcher. Struck out in the third, walked in the fourth, singled in the sixth. Another curveball. Bends it in there, 1-1. There's a fastball strike. 1-2. 1 on, 1 away, bottom of the eighth. Highland Park leading it. Now 2-2. Toward third, stabbed. Devine to second for one. They get the lead runner again. They knocked it down. That was a shot. 5-4 and that put out. Bartholomew reaches on the fielder's choice. And now with 2 away and a runner on, Derek Jacobson playing at shortstop. Jacobson a walk in the third. Popped out on the infield in the fourth. Then doubled and scored in the seventh. Quickly ball 1, ball 2 to Jacobson, the number 9 hitter in the Capitals order. That one slapped towards second off the side of the mound. And Alex Salim takes it himself. So the Capitals held scoreless in the eighth. We have played 8, and Highland Park leading the St. Paul Capitals 6-3 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
The town ball tour. Head to the small towns and tell people what it's all about.
A lot of excitement. Weather is fantastic.
This place has been here since the early 80s.
This is a baseball town.
The town is here. The kids are here. It's safe. It's a wonderful environment. We certainly met some wonderful characters.
Thanks for joining us for another season of Fox 9's Town Ball Tour.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
We move to the 9th inning of the second semifinal of the day. Air Freight Unlimited awaits the winner of this one. They beat Baseball 365, 12-6. They fell behind 5-1. They take advantage of 12 walks and win it 12-6. And right now, Highland Park leads at 6-3. And not bad here in the top of the ninth, looking for more against the third pitcher to work for the St. Paul Capitals, Dylan Welter. They'll have number 9, Jake Fleming, then top of the order, Corey Ryder and Simon Hike. They bat 9 and score 4 in the 8th. They go from trailing by a run to leading by 3. Fleming grounded to third in the 3rd. Struck out in the 6th. Flied to left in the 8th.
Once again for the Beavers.
So here we go.
0-0, Jake Fleming.
There's Fleming, left fielder for Highland Park. Highland Park coming in 16-13 overall, 2 wins in the state tournament, of course. There's one inside from Dylan Welter, ball 1. St. Paul Capitals, a fine year, 19-4 overall coming in. And first 2 games of the state tournament, Josh Kubicek, a 13-inning gem opening weekend, and then a complete game last night. 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. The leadoff man Fleming here in the top of the 9th. Activity down in the bullpen for Highland Park. Jordan Black. He's in at first base right now. That one's hacked foul. Count rides along at 2-2. Black came in defensively for Schnickels. And the left, he's warming up down there. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. 5th for St. Paul Capitals pitching here tonight, or today.
Number 66.
Don't want to weigh nobody aboard, and we go to the top of the order. Corey Ryder, starting pitcher for Highland Park. He's had a solid game, 3 for 4. Single in the 1st, single in the 6th, single in the 8th. Runs scored in the 6th and the 8th. Oh, and by the way, a stolen base. And he's pitching with the lead. Looks at strike 1. So Corey Ryder has had quite a day. Veteran, 8 years. There's a curveball hit out of play, and now it's 0-2. No home runs in the ball game. We had 2 last inning. Olive in a losing effort. Went downtown twice for baseball 365. 2-run shot in the 1st. Solo homer in the 4th. 1-2. Towards short and through. 3rd hit of the game. 4th hit of the game. He's had hits in 3 consecutive innings. Now 4 for 5.
Center fielder now.
And with a runner out and 1 out, it'll be Simon Hike. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st, grounded to 3rd in the 3rd. Single and a run scored in the 6th. A walk and a run scored in the 8th for Hike. There's a little flare down the right field line, but foul by about 10 feet. He'll come back, strike 1. Hike made a phenomenal diving catch. You'll see it in the highlights package later, so you can go back and look at some of the highlights from the game, but he made a terrific catch in the gap in right center field. As good as you'll see. Throw over to first. Boy, Walter threw a BB over there. And now Riders. He gets a good jump. That's fouled out of play. 0-2. Ryder looking for singles and stolen bases in consecutive innings. He had a terrific jump there. Another 0-2 coming up to Hike. Another throw over there. Two just got a piece of it. Walter over again. Another 0-2. Curveball just missing. 1-2 now. Runner goes. Foul tip. Here's a curveball hit in the air to right field, carrying deep. Grobner back, makes the catch. 2 away. Mike retired after a long at-bat. Runner's still at first base, and with 2 away, the batter's going to be Max Salim, the shortstop. Salim walked in the first, fly to center in the 4th. RBI ground out in the 6th. A single and a run scored in the 8th for Salim. Veteran shortstop for the Highland Park Beavers. It's at ball 1 down low. Highland Park's runs 2 in the 6th, 4 in the 8th. That one gets by the catcher Bartholomew, and the runner's going to advance. It just got by Bartholomew, couldn't find it immediately. The rider's going to move up. I don't know if I go pass ball or wild pitch there. Probably pass ball. 2-0 on the way. Welter outside 3-0. St. Paul Capitals runs 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th. A 3-0 fouled back. Salim just got the bat on it. Runner at second, 2 out top of the 9th. Highland Park trying to tack on here. There's a walk. Salim works out a walk.
Second baseman, number 34, Alex Salim.
Now it's Alex Salim. Struck out in the 1st. Looks at ball 1. Popped out to second in the 4th. Reached on an error. in the 6th and in the 8th. Scored a run in the 8th. There's a curveball strike, 1-1. Winners take their lead at 1st and 2nd, 2 away. Top of the 9th. There's a curveball strike at the letters. Alex Salim, not so sure about that. One, two, another curveball. That misses outside. Grandstand umpires thought it was the same pitch, but now 2-2. All out of play. Title game scheduled for 6. There's no way we'll get there because they'll need to get the field ready for the title game. Here's one towards short. Knocked down. What a play by Jacobson. Wild throw. And now they're loaded. Made a great stab behind the bag. Not a lot of foul territory, so the run wasn't able to score. That's the lead runner, Ryder. He's at 3rd. Max Salim at 2nd. Alex Salim at 1st. That's got to be a hit, and it is. And now Welter's pitch up high. They throw down behind the runner at 1st. And Alex Salim dives back in. So Highland Park threatening to break this one open with a 3-run lead in the top of the 9th, looking for more. Matt Nelson at the plate. 2 RBI single in the 8th. Curveball. That's a strike, 1-1. Good pitch. Nelson was 0 for 3 until that 2 RBI single an inning ago. The 1-1 curveball towards 2nd. Becker to Jacobson for the out, 4-6. So Highland Park doesn't score. They threaten. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Highland Park Beavers lead it 6-3 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Highland Park starter Corey Ryder out there taking his warm-up tosses as he gets ready to drive for the complete game victory here in the semifinals against the St. Paul Capitals. And the Capitals have the top of their order, Peterson, Becker, and Tozzi, as they try and rally, either force extra innings or win a walk-off. The winner takes on it. Air Freight Unlimited. who defeated Baseball 365 12-6 in our first semifinal. Starting to see a little cloud cover. Threat of rain doesn't emerge until later tonight here in the Twin Cities. Here we go, bottom of the ninth. Corey Ryder winds and delivers. Down low, ball one. Peterson 0 for 4. Absolutely robbed by Simon Hike in the seventh. This one fouled out of play, 1-1. Peterson grounded out in the first. Fouled out in the third, struck out in the fifth. And then hit a fly ball into right center field that looked like it was going to drop for a hit, but it was caught by Hike. Here's one into left center field. Hike over, dives, robs him again! Oh my, what a catch by Simon Hike. Absolutely phenomenal. Dan Peterson robbed. One to right center, this one to left center. Simon Hike got there and made the grab. Wow. One away, nobody on, bottom of the ninth. First pitch, hit in the air to center field. Hike camps under it, puts it away. 2 outs, nobody on for the Capitals. And that's going to be up to the DH, Rick Tozzi. Becker, by the way, 0 for 4, reached on an error and scored a run. Now it's Tozzi. Couple of hits and 4 trips, has an RBI. That came in the seventh. Curveball. This is inside, ball one. Corey Ryder giving up 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors behind him. Both teams have 2 errors. (2-0) now 3-0. Capitals down to their final out, looking for base runners, down by 3. That one to the backstop, so a 4-pitch walk for Rick Tozzi, and now it's going to bring up third baseman Ryan Abrahamson. He walked in the second. Singles in the fourth and fifth, and a run scored coming in the fourth.
Ryan Abrahamson.
Well, he's 2 for 3 with a walk. Ryder from the stretch. Curveball hit in the air into shallow right field. Out. Alex Salim makes the catch, and that's it. Ball game. Highland Park Beavers rally and beat the St. Paul Capitals 6-3. And they will play Air Freight Unlimited tonight in the championship game here at Palm Field. Corey Ryder goes the distance to get the victory. Once again, the totals for Highland Park, 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. And for the St. Paul Capitals, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. Simon Hike, 2 absolutely outstanding catches in center field in the 7th, and then to start us here in the 9th, among the highlights for the Beavers. It is a final. Highland Park takes down the St. Paul Capitals, the final 6-3. Big thanks to our executive producer, Andy Price, and a big thanks to our camera operator, Dave McLaughlin. I am Steve Thompson. Once again, reminding you of our final score in the second Class A semifinal. It's the Highland Park Beavers 6 and the St. Paul Capitals 3. Thanks so much for joining us here on PrepSpotlight.tv, and we invite you to join us for the championship game coming up here on PrepSpotlight.tv